a minute.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to actually put up the chat and stuff. So.
Sweet.
Oh wait, that's another thing I have to do. Hold that thought. I want to mute. No, I don't want to hear anything you have to say me. Past me. Okay, videos. All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There it is.
Yeah. Yay.
Loading up now. Hooray! We're live and in person. Not in person.
Nice.
There's heads.
There's already somebody in the chat. That's awesome. Hello.
Yeah. That random person is a friend of mine by the name of Tripmon. Hi, Trip. How you doing? You doing good?
Hello, Tripmon.
Vincent.
Like a Digimon?
What? I don't know. I never bothered to ask.
I don't know much about Digimon, but I do know the premise was it starts out with any type of word and then ends with mon.
Yeah, pretty much. Machine Draymon. Agumon. Greymon.
Warmon, Saladmon. Saladmon was one. Angelmon, Angelwoman, Ferrymon.
Hi, Wolf. New person.
I am a new person.
Yes, she has never been on the channel. Yes.
I have yet to be on the channel. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was going to introduce her. This is the Nerd Wonder. So say hello to the Nerd Wonder. Oh, I'm sure he's having a fun time with bad internet and everything.
I bet. Yeah.
It's the one thing about my streams that he always tells me. It's like, the stream's buffering. It's terrible. Bad things keep happening. Of course, he's like out in the middle of the sticks somewhere. So.
Oh, that sucks. I know how that feels to be in the middle of nowhere. Everybody's just weird and like deranged. A little bit.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. A itty bitty bit.
Oh, Tevia's here.
Woo!
Hi, Tevia.
Tevia's here. Hello, Tevia. Tevia and I like a lot of the same comics, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's really cool.
It's not Digimon, but I hear that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't thinking fully that it may not be a Digimon, but I just had to ask.
Well, I mean, the logo is a Pokemon, so.
Oh, it's a Pokemon I can't see.
It's
so
a Lugia.
tiny. Oh, it's a Lugia.
I think it's the dark version of him, though.
Oh, from the DX battle.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
I heard that was pretty good.
Yeah. Pokemon Coliseum is a lot of fun. I especially like the idea of stealing other people's Pokemon. And you actually get to be the bad guy, so to speak, and actually be a criminal.
You need it at least once. Crime doesn't pay, but it is fun. It's kind of like that reminds me of a weird fun factoid I learned about the guy that plays Machete. He always he's willing to play bad guy roles, but whenever he gets a bad guy role, he demands that the bad guy dies or is defeated in all his stuff, because he says he wants to teach kids that crime doesn't pay.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was really cute and considerate of him.
The first part is my last name, and the last part is my middle one. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's a cool thing to do. It comes out pretty cool.
Hello, Electric.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? You miss nothing. We're just sitting here, and we're gonna go and discuss the anime and the video games.
I should have titled the video that, but I didn't think about it.
You can title it later. You can edit it. This is live stream. When it comes back off, you can go and call it the anime and video games. We speaketh the weeb.
Oh no! Oh gosh, the weebness.
Oh gosh, I gotta get back into.
Let's not be too weeby, because that concerns me greatly.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, I can't be
Call me old fashioned anime or old man anime, but too weeby and I start to get uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, I don't understand what's going on lately because I look at the new anime and I'm like, guy in zippers and lots of leather. It's the same story all over again.
I'm more concerned with all the waifu wars and whatnot. That's the stuff. It's like, oh my god, no, please, no.
This has been going on since we were 10. You know it. Tenchi Muyo was the first waifu war, except everybody knew Ryoko was #1. Okay? I'm just going to put that out there. Ryoko and Tenchi forever. If you say anybody else, the Princess of Jirai, no, that's his cousin. That's gross.
Oh, no. I never really gave it much thought, so I watched a couple of those Tenchi shows.
Yeah, they were pretty good. Oh, Tevya, yeah, I've been playing Persona 5. It's really good. I love it. I'm still gonna have to get further into it.
I have not played it yet.
Oh, you haven't? Have you played any of them?
No.
Have you played? Okay. This is where we got to start because dang, you're missing out. Okay.
Oh, I know I've been missing out. I know that people keep telling me that all the time.
Yeah. Have you played it's a branch of a larger like universe.
Shin Megami Tensei. Yeah.
Have you played any of those?
No.
Okay. Have you played the Digital Devil Saga?
Well, here's the thing. I've known these games existed, but I never played any of them.
Well,
so I know about them, and I've watched videos discussing them and talking about them, but I myself have never played them myself.
It's like one of those games that you know about, and it has a cult following. It has a fairly good following, but it's not like over the top, like everybody must play it. So it seems like right now it seems to be jumping on a bit further, but yeah. The series is really good, and I love it because it deals with a lot of different stuff. They deal with like religion, mythology, and slice of life, present day stuff. Like it's when I played the first one, I played Persona 4. That was the first game I ever played of it, and it was because Final Fantasy started to suck. I realized Final Fantasy wasn't good anymore. I'm sorry, that game went downhill fast. When we should have known something was up when they kept making Final Fantasy 7 prequels and sequels. We knew something was wrong. And
abandon ship now. Abandon.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, they're milking it as much as George Lucas in the Star Wars. It's dead. And then, so I'm sitting down and I'm having I'm with a friend and I'm trying every single game. I tried Lunar. I tried like all these other games. Star Ocean kind of appealed to me for a while, but it was way too confusing. And then a friend of mine tells me, you should play Persona. You'd love Persona. And he gives me Persona 4 because another friend tried to explain Persona 3 to me, but he sucks at explaining stuff. And overhyped the worst parts of it. I'm like, this game doesn't sound appealing. And he goes, no. You're going to play 4. 4 is really good. You'll like it. And immediately I fell in love with it. And I'm like, I got to buy this game. And I started like buying every single one when they came on out.
Yeah, Persona is a good series.
Yeah, it's really good.
Let me think here. Final Fantasy has... There's an echo.
There is?
Yeah, I think it's coming from you.
Oh, shoot. How do I fix that?
I wish I knew.
Here, I'll move my mic. Is it better?
Let's find out.
Okay.
There's no echo.
Okay, sweet.
So that must have worked.
Sweet. I just turned it.
You just turned it ever so slightly. Oh, now the echo's back.
Oh, no.
Technical difficulties abound.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. It's okay. It's okay. I'll deal with it.
I'm sorry.
Try plugging in a headset.
My little microphone can't... Oh, okay. I don't know how.
Do you have a headset?
Hang on. I gotta see if there's like a port jack on my thing. You mean like a headset with a microphone?
No, just a headset.
No, I got headphones. Does that work?
Yeah, that should work.
Okay.
At least try it. We'll just try and see what happens.
Okay.
If all else fails.
Alrighty.
Okay, so according to everybody in the chat, it gets rid of the echo.
Okay. Yeah, okay, hang on.
Okay. So how's it going, guys?
Oh shit. Okay.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, it's never done this before. Okay, is this better?
I am now speaking,
Hello.
and there is no echo that I can
Hooray.
hear. Good, then that worked. Okay,
Awesome.
the guys were right. Bravo, guys. Bravo.
Thank you guys.
You're awesome. Well done.
Yeah, we love you. You're so awesome at this stuff that I don't know jack about.
Well,
All I
don't
know is
really-
about art.
I know absolutely nothing too, so, or at least very little. And then Captain Frugal and Eglantine expect me to help them solve technical issues. It's like, why are you asking me?
I don't know, because you're all knowledgeable and young people, apparently, we all know about the tech.
No.
I don't know jack about tech. I suck at it.
You need to message me more, Trip. What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
Oh, my favorite character, Persona 5? I don't know. I'm not that far. Like, I've been trying to savor every moment of it. I only beat the second dungeon. But to me, so it's easier than the others. And it's like, you know, you die and then it's like, do you want to revive right here? And I'm like, this is wrong, because Persona is supposed to be this endless, like it's supposed to be struggling. Like, that was the cool thing about the fourth one. It was like, I'm like, wow, I'm on the first dungeon. Nothing terrible can happen. It's just going to be a nice tutorial. Dead. Dead. Dead.
I sometimes love when video games give you a harsh slap in reality on occasion. Especially when you're first starting out. It's like, this is going to be fantastic. Nothing bad is ever going to... Oh.
Welcome to Dark Souls, bitch. But, yeah, I like it because the Persona series is really nice, but it had this enticing feel, though, to it. It wasn't like you have to grind. It was more of, don't you want to get further in this game? It's like, well, you screwed up.
Gotta try again.
Oh,
try again. Yeah, I can see that. Hey, Eglantine, how you doing? Good to see you. Old people don't know tech, but we are always listening, which is always good. It's good to have good listening skills. And skills.
Well, we've been noticing that several people have been listening on several channels.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's cool. But what are you playing right now for video games, may I ask?
Well, I've got back into playing Resident Evil 4 for the channel, so I've
nice.
That's the video I was actually editing when I realized, oh crap, I'm out of time. So it's like, oh, I better hold off and wait, and I'll work on it later.
Yeah.
And well, I was playing a lot of Injustice for a while.
Yeah.
Or Injustice 2, I should say.
I gotta play that. I've only played one.
Played through both. Both are pretty good.
I gotta play both. Like, I want to get the other one, but I save up my money for other things. And
yeah,
right now I found out Etrian Odyssey. They're finally gonna bring out the latest one, and that was my crack house game.
Which game is that?
Etrian Odyssey. You ever heard of it?
I think it sounds familiar.
It's made by Atlas again. I'm an for anybody that does not know, I guess nobody would know. I'm an Atlas crack whore. I love Atlas because they make all the weird games, and I'm like, sign me up, bitch. It's all like, sorry, I'm just trying to plug in my tablet so I can draw while doing this. But yeah, the Atlas makes some weird games. They made the first Disgaea. They made the first one, like they helped build it. Then everything else went to somebody else. I think it's I forget the company. But
Nissan?
Yeah, something like that. NIS Entertainment or something. But
NIS Entertainment, I think.
Okay, yeah. So
this guy is a good game too. So
that's a fantastic game. But they like making wonky games like that. They made they are also known for making Catherine, which is the game where you cheat on your girlfriend and then stack blocks before you die.
Yeah. Everyone's been talking about what they've been playing. Gundam versus.
Oh god.
Thank you, Trip. Thank you for that. It's a Gundam.
What kind of Gundam is he?
It's a Gundam, not just what kind of Gundam. It's a Gundam. I always like that from the Toonami age. That's always fun.
Yeah. I was just making a joke on Hayate the Combat Butler.
Some people have been playing The Witcher.
Yeah, 3. I gotta play that. I heard it was good.
I'm not very into Western RPGs. I'm more or less like the JRPGs myself.
Yeah, I like them, but they kind of been a bit meh for a few years, which kind of
Yeah.
sucks. So I've been to, but if you are into RPGs of Japan, you gotta play Persona, dude. I can't
Yeah.
believe you have yet to play a single one. Like, dude, these are the best.
Yeah, I know. I've seen people play them. I've seen the games. They look they look like a lot of fun, but I've either been busy or I don't have the money or I can't find copies.
Oh, they do sell digital ones for cheap.
Yeah,
I
for the
think
PlayStation 4 now, I think they have.
yeah.
I think the first 3. I'm not sure,
Yeah,
but
I have the remastered. I have the remastered of 1 and 2 for the PSP, but they only gave you the thing about Persona 2 is that it's a 2-parter, and we only got for the PSP release. They gave us the one that was forbidden in America. That was weird. Like, so we got the cool unlockable, but they never released the remastered of Part 2. Which was released in the US way back in the day, so it's got all that censorship and junk. It's crazy.
Play Persona 5. It's on the PS4. I know it's on the PS4 and on the PlayStation 3.
No, don't play Persona 5. Persona 5 is good, but try Persona 4. Yeah. Or the favorite one I think is Persona 3, but mine's Persona 5 cuz it's like everything had to be dark and depressing for a while in Japanese RPGs. And the thing about Persona 5 is like we have a really dark story with a mystery that you got to solve, which is a serial killer running around murdering people. But we can have happiness. I'm like, I give you mad props because 3 people died, and you guys are totally chill.
I'll try one of them at some point. I don't know which one exactly yet, but I will work on it. There's a bunch of like JRPGs that I don't know anything about, or I know about, but I've never had a chance to play.
Like what?
Aside from Persona and Shin Megami Tensei, what else is there? Legend of the Heroes, I have never played, and everyone always. That one's probably even more under the radar than most of them are. There's a lot of them that are currently out for the PC called Trails in the Sky. Legend of the Heroes, Trails in the Sky, and then Trail of Cold Steel, which is the one. This is the thing. I was at my local game shop yesterday, or well, it's not really a game shop. It's a kind of a electronic used shop. I don't know what to call it.
Game pawn shop.
It's almost like a pawn shop, but they don't call themselves a pawn shop.
Game pawn shop.
That's kind of what it is, but like I said, that's not what they call themselves. But there was a bunch of JRPGs that were available that were not there last time I was there. I was like, oh, I wish I could buy these right now, but I have to save money because I'm going to a con at the end of the month. You had to have the JRPGs I would love to have in my collection right now, you bastards. You had both Trails of Cold Steel, Tales of Zestiria, and Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. And I'm like,
I do that one.
I'm hitting myself.
I checked out the Tales series. I like Symphonia, but then everybody's like, check out Abyss. And I'm like, everybody's a dick. I hate them all. They're all like, hey, this weird, ugly mascot character lit this whole entire forest on fire and angered these animals. And I'm like, obviously we should let him be punished for this. And it's like, no, he's sacred. So let's go and eradicate all those angry animals. And I'm like, dude, they have the right to be pissed. You lit their homes on fire. And then it was pretty much just making a whole entire species go extinct because the pyromaniacs were sacred. I was like, you guys are a bunch of hypocritical monsters, and I hate all of you. I'm not playing this.
I would recommend... Tales of Xillia was a lot of fun. Yeah. I was still playing through it, but I enjoyed that one. Have I played any of the... Well, I played Tales of Symphonia. Symphonia is really good. Yeah, Symphonia is good. The sequel to it, not so much. I played the sequel. It's weird. has one of the worst main protagonists I've ever had in a JRPG.
In the new one or the original?
It's not Lloyd. It's
it's the new one.
It was the one that originally came out for the Wii called
the one that nobody remembers because it sucks.
Yeah, where the young boy, he's this like weak, pathetic loser. He's like so quiet and meek and pathetic, and then he's got an alternate personality that makes him an evil demon. And I'm like,
that's so dumb.
This guy's a freaking pussy. I don't want to be him if he's gonna just be possessed by a crazy evil bastard. I just want to be the crazy.
Wasn't there a girl in it too, or something?
Yeah. Well, it was just a 2-party system. You only had 2 characters.
That's so dumb. But Tales is all about a bajillion of them in the middle of like a Street Fighter multi-bashing code party.
Tales of Zestiria? It looked good. Tales of Berseria is the newest one. That one looked a little bit more interesting because it's about, people being possessed by like evil demons and whatnot.
I don't know. I'd play Persona for that.
Yeah. Well, I just like the action element to those games.
Yeah.
Because I like action JRPGs sometimes. I like playing games like Star Ocean and others.
Star Ocean's really good. I like those.
Yeah. They get confusing after a while. Star Ocean 3 is confusing, but I still like it. So.
Yeah. My favorite right now is the second story.
Oh yeah.
I'm playing that right now. Yeah, it's good.
Second one is good.
Yeah, it's really good. I like it.
Oh. So we got questions like any opinions on Metal Gear? I have no opinion on it. I don't care.
I've never played them really. I had a mom that actually did read the ratings on boxes.
Oh.
She was a good mom. So so I didn't get to play a lot of M games because I had a little brother.
I think I played a couple. I think I actually played the original one on the NES years ago.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I had a friend who played the one for the PlayStation 1. I think I played Metal Gear 2 a bit, but that's about the extent of my knowledge on Metal Gear. I don't know anything else.
There's like there's like crazy stuff. My friends do play it. A friend of mine is playing right now the newest one, and he likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he showed me like he would play it, and I'd just watch him play it. It's pretty fun from what I saw.
Yeah, that's sometimes what's the best thing, having friends that'll show you new games, and then you may never play them, but at least you'll have fun watching them play it. That's what I did with Metal Gear. Is I watched my friends play it and watch him fight like crazy bosses like Psycho Mantis and.
Oh, Psycho Mantis! Doesn't he? He reads your whole entire memory card base, doesn't he?
Yes, I think. Oh yeah. That's what happens. Is apparently the only way to beat him is to take the memory card out of the PlayStation 1 and switch it to slot 2.
No, I think wasn't it that you had to swap the controllers? You had to swap the controllers.
Or it was either the memory card or the controller. I don't know which. Probably the controller.
It was
and then it like pisses him off for some reason.
Because he can't read you anymore.
Yeah.
He's able to like read where you're gonna go, but if you swap it,
yeah,
you can't anymore. And I thought that's really cool. I don't know how you figure that out.
Yes, Captain Frugal, I have friends. What, are you saying that we're not friends? I'm sad now.
Never switched to slot? What do you mean? I never joined him.
No.
I don't think he's watching. I don't think he watches it. Frugal, he only watches you. Don't worry.
Yeah, he only watches you and Doug. Because if that was the case, why have I not gotten any hate comments for the random video I did several years ago on him?
Slot Senpai doesn't notice us. It's fine.
So I said switch to slot 2. Oh, okay. Now I get it. That's not really what I meant, but...
I get it now. Wow, it took me a while. Yeah, there's like some crazy stuff. But yeah, the games like that are just so impressive that it's like, man, I hope he makes another game sometime.
Yeah. I know. I'm just playing with Captain Frugal, Trip. Don't worry. I know you're my friend. You won't abandon me in my hour of need, I'm sure. Me and you have to get together and play some Gundam, actually. So we'll try and schedule that with Rabbit, okay? So me, you, and him will have some fun. We'll play some Gundam versus matches or something. We'll do something. I don't know what yet. Doug loves Metal Gear. Good for him. I'm glad he likes Metal Gear. Metal Gear's cool.
Yeah.
Anywho.
I don't play enough Metal Gear. I play more horror.
Oh yeah, Kojima's making Death Stranding. I don't care.
What? No, Kojima. I'm so sad. They took away his happiness, which was Guillermo del Toro and him were sitting down. And they were all like, "Let's make Silent Hill." And I'm like, "I love you for saying that. I miss my baby." They're like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then Konami's like, "We hate everything.
We hate video games."
It's like, why, Konami? Why? And they're like, because we turned evil. Like, no, you're just like Capcom. No, it's like we're worse. And I'm like, how worse?
How could you be worse?
And they proven to be worse. There's a great video. I have to find the channel. But there's a channel that went down on the like Down and Gritty, explaining like how messed up they are on some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's mean. Like some of the stuff they plan on doing. Like they're like they fired several coworkers for just liking a tweet by Kojima.
No.
They hunted them down. And let's see here. What else I heard? They blacklist you, and because they have their hands in so many companies, you're screwed. And it's a nightmare. And I'm like, you guys should flee to America or the West. We could use you. Go to France. Ubisoft could use some people.
Definitely, they could use some help. Yeah. They need as much help as they could possibly get right now.
Yeah, go to Canada and join BioWare because they could use some good writers.
And probably some good game designers, too.
Oh my gosh, they lost all their good game designers. I think it was like stated that the Dragon Age 2 person didn't ever write for video games before and thought they were a waste of time or something. And I'm like, well, that explains why that game sucked. I was like, my God, how do you write this bad? I'm sorry. It was like I was listening to Fox News. It was Fox News, the video game.
Oh, no.
Dragon Age 2 is Fox News, the video game, where it's two politic debates screaming about something about magic and dickweeds. And guess what? Everybody's dumb in the end. And I'm like, oh, joy. I'm playing a game that usually has to deal with an evil demonic army called the Darkspawn, and I don't even get to fight them. This is such a boring game. And all the dungeons were the same. Everything was dumb. And I hated every moment of it. It sucked.
Captain Frugal is lucky.
Yeah.
He got a virtual fist bump from Ethan Van Sciver on Twitter.
I thought the cat wanted out.
Oh.
She's weird. Oh, hi, kitty.
Dragon Age 2 wasn't that all bad. I don't know.
It was bad. No, you lie so much if you think it. BioWare needs help because they're full of. Yeah, they are. I heard that the writer for Dragon Age 2 was one of them. That's like it's like I think they thought it was beneath them and they didn't care. And I'm like, you should care. There's like thousands of men and women that would die to get your job, and you're like, this is so beneath me. It's like I hate you. I hate you so much.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays it's even so bad because there's like there's game journalists, and I put that in air quotations because we know that's not what they are.
They're just weird people that get paid to scream.
They get paid to talk about video games that they can't either complete and or beat.
No, they can't even play a video game. I want to see them like try and play Mario and stuff. Like, look, I suck at video games, but I'll be able to beat the tutorial. Like, I can't, and then they were like trying to defend it too. Wasn't it like 20 minutes of not being able to defeat the tutorial? And then he wrote an article apparently about this game is so incredibly difficult. And then he showed it as proof. Yeah, and then everybody just looked at it and goes, you go on the cube, you jump over to the other side, and if you can't make it, you do the dash, which is floating above you. It says do the dash. And then I love it. And then everybody, because they can't say, I'm sorry, you were right. Instead it was like, no, you guys are just terrible and we should just hit button.
Well, a lot of people are even talking about like, we don't even want to fight the bosses or anything. Just give us a skip boss button. I'm like, then it's not a challenge. Then it's not a video game anymore. It's a story with pretty visuals.
Yeah, it's like Boogie actually stated it well. Yeah. I think he was the one that said this. Somebody said this. He's like, then why don't you watch a Let's Play?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no thrill, there's no reward to you just sitting there and doing it. It's called a movie. Go watch a movie.
What games am I playing right now is what Captain Frugal wants to know. He wants to know what video games I am playing currently. Did you not see the video I posted earlier today?
Hang on, the cat. Oh, Kitty! What's up? Dude, if you want out, then I'll have it for you.
Oh, I love when cats are not sure what they want.
This cat is so weird.
Oh, my cat does the same thing.
It's not even mine.
No. Well, I've been playing Resident Evil 4, okay? Yeah, I know you're working. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I got back to playing Resident Evil 4. I got another video that I'll edit later tonight for that game. And what else did I play? I got Gundam Versus, but I've barely touched it. What else? Does a mobile game count? Because I play a lot of Fire Emblem Heroes.
That kind of counts, but it's not Fire Emblem enough. It's because everybody dies and still comes back.
Considering that, let's see. I played Fire Emblem Awakening, and I played on casual, so.
Oh, dude,
I'm terrible. I'm a filthy casual, I know.
Listen, I played the new one, what was it called, like Age of Conquerors and Birthright, or whatever.
Fates Conquest. Fates.
Oh, yeah.
Fire Emblem Fates is...
No. The one before Fates. The one with the purple and pink one. Which is like you have to choose which side, but buying the certain game alters the story. And the thing was, if you bought the purple one, it would
that's Conquest.
Yeah, that's okay. It is Conquest and Birthright.
I played Birthright.
I play Conquest, and of course, because it's Conquest, I do play on casual mode because there is no way, because this one in Birthright you get grinding. You can't grind in Conquest. That is like forbidden. So I had the more extreme version. So I do sit on casual, but on Fire Emblem Awakening, I did play it with death mode, and
that game is still pretty hard.
Oh, it is. But it's awesome.
Well, I mean, for a while, I started doing a Let's Play for Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones, and I did pretty well. But I'm like, I probably would be like this no matter what. I'd reset the game if I lose any units anyway. So
no, that's what I do. So I played, what was it, the first Fire Emblem that came out in the United States. I got a DOS for it, emulator, and I just kept going back when a character died.
Yeah, because that's what every Fire Emblem player does. Because, I mean, if you die or lose a unit, you realize, oh, basically that means I made a mistake. I need to go back, rewind, and correct the situation.
Well, not only that, these characters are very essential for, like you don't get all the story if some of them die. And it's like, I like this dude. I'm going to come back and get them. But then there's the people that permanently do Nuzlocke challenge with them where they will save and continue on after their deaths, which sucks. Oh. Except that new remake, there was a remake of the original Fire Emblem, and it sucked.
Shadow Dragon?
I think so. It's the one where apparently you have to lose units to continue on the game.
Oh yeah, that's Shadow Dragon with Marth.
And then they were like, you are reward. And then it was like, if you lose like half of your party in permakill, you'll unlock this character. And I'm like, so you're rewarded for being terrible.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, that sounds like a terrible idea. That's how we got all these reporters who are like, I want a cookie. How about you give me your job? I'd love that. Oh, am I excited for Evil Within 2? Honey, I went to the QuakeCon. I gotta play it. Yeah. I actually have not beaten Evil Within 1. I have problems with that. Number one, my save was deleted. So I have to go and do it all. Well, hey, I have time. I have time before Evil Within 2. I'm just gonna go into I'll just grind right through Evil Within 1. I'll probably do a live stream with a friend and just let him laugh at me as I die 1,001 times. Because I was on, what's her name? Laura? The weird ring girl spider monster thing.
I don't remember a whole lot from Evil Within. I watched people play it. I never played it myself. So
I run around screaming. It's me running around screaming. And then my brother says, wow, you suck at shooting. Because he's usually in the room when I'm playing or something. Like, I go over to his house and I play it, and he's like, you suck. And he's like, I could just beat it for you if you wanted. I'm like, shut up.
I'm gonna do it.
And then I die like horrible deaths. And then I'm like, man, I should have just did what he said.
Should have just let him take the controller.
It is Laura. Yeah, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I suck at shooting. And he's like, you really do. You used up all your med packs.
I get that way too. If anybody watches me play Resident Evil or anything that's shooter related, I start to panic. Especially when I know that there's an enemy or a monster that can insta-kill me. And I'm like, oh, I am so screwed right now. Because I'll run and then try and quick shoot and then fail horribly. Get good. I try. I do my best. I'm sorry.
Get good, Scrub.
Get good, Scrubs. Hey, at least I'm willing to actually fight the bosses and play against the bosses. Unlike game journalists. I'm willing to suffer through the game if I can manage to beat it.
How about instead you're hired to be the new game journalist who actually can play games?
I know some people who can play games, and I know someone who's a masochist who will play a hard game on probably some of the worst difficulties imaginable, who would be a better game journalist.
You want to know what? He should play, I like the Etrian Odyssey series, and they made a new difficulty level in that. The difficulty level is if you at the Etrian Odyssey series, they tested it out on they did a crossover with Persona 4. They called it Persona 4Q.
Yeah.
And they tested out their new system in there, which is called, I think it's called brutal mode or something like that. And it's the hardest difficulty, and if you die, it'll delete your save.
Holy crap.
Yeah, you die, you have to start all the way back from the beginning.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
It's terrible, and it's beautiful at the same time. I'm like, oh, I love you guys. And they also, in that difficulty, you can't swap out after it's done. It's like, you can't go to easy, you can't go to difficult, you can't go anywhere. You are trapped on here, and less drops and everything.
Oh no.
So good. But and then they're introducing it into their Etrian Odyssey series, so I'm like, yeah.
That should be interesting. You know what? I would love to watch someone do a let's play of that.
I would
playing on the hardest difficulty and watching them rage.
It would be so sad because it would just be repeating. Etrian Odyssey is a series that you screw yourself over. That's like the Atlas way. The Atlas way is you led yourself to here. You could have not done it, but you did it anyway because you suck. And that is the Atlas way of things. But I mean, you get into it, and it is so good. There's this whole entire level where I was in a dungeon in there, and I'm on the whatever stratum. You have to defeat 10 levels to get to the boss and fight him. Except in the original games, there was no way to return. You would have to if you would leave, you would have to trek those levels all over again before you could go back down. And so it's I'm low on items, but I see the boss is right there. If I beat the boss, I can automatically get a teleporter that lets me go to the bottom stratum. without
Right.
any problems. It's right there. But can I beat the boss? I just went down 6 levels. I should return and save because you can't save in the dungeon. So it's
Right.
like I can go back up and save, or I can risk it all and try and beat him. And as an idiot,
Oh.
I chose to beat him. And I did it 5 times. Like I never learned my lesson.
Oh no.
It was a massacre.
Yeah, I can
I
imagine.
just kept getting eaten by a giant lizard beast. It devoured my face off. It was great.
I do like what Tripmon says here, but a panicked wolf is the most dangerous wolf, and this is true. Anyway,
Yeah, that's a good one.
yes, Trip, we will schedule another talk or something. We'll do something. Like I said, I want to. And I know you're a very lonely, sad individual who has no friends besides me.
Oh no, that's so sad.
No, what I'm joking with him. He knows what I'm talking about. He kind of lives out in the middle of nowhere, so he doesn't get a lot of outside contact, I guess, or something. I don't know. At least that's what he tells me. And thus, whenever anybody puts him into a conversation, he never stops talking. And I love you for it.
We love you, man. Even though I just met you. I bet you're a good guy.
Trip's fun. Trip is a lot of fun. Go to his channel too, because it's a lot of fun.
Oh, okay.
I like a bunch of weird, well, not weird games, actually. He plays a lot of the games that we play, so.
Well, that's good.
And whatnot.
Well, hey, weird games are always good too. Like you need those weird games that nobody else plays.
I think one of the more stranger games I've seen him play was like Fossil Fighters.
Yeah. I wanna play what was it? Illbleed.
What?
Yeah, it's like it's because it's Halloween time. I kind of want to play Illbleed, which is this weird Sega Dreamcast game that came on out, and it was horror themed. It was made in Japan or whatever, and it was like you go to a theme park that's horror themed, but the attractions kill you and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So you have to go on an adventure to rescue your friends. And I was like, that's a cool premise for a game, and I kind of want to play it.
Oh, so Captain Frugal has a smart strategy. Always have as much ammo and stuff that you need. Oversupply yourself for boss fights, so then you have extra light afterwards.
Yeah, I had it for the Etrian thing. I just went back because, of course, you run out of items and stuff. So it's like pack up. You really should always go back if it's an Etrian game. You should always never, ever take the other choice. Do not risk it. You will die a horrible death.
Well, whenever I play something like a Resident Evil game or something, I always try and conserve as much ammunition and weaponry as I can.
I can't do that. I suck.
So do I, but I try my best to conserve as much as I can, unless I panic.
If it's PC, I could probably shoot. It's easier on those.
Or if I decide that I want to be a real cheeky devil, I'll just like grab the RPG and just blow away the boss in one shot.
Yeah, that's true. So you play who gets the RPG in that? No, wait, I'm thinking of the first one.
What?
Of Resident Evil.
The first Resident Evil?
Yeah.
It did. It does kind of have a few RPG elements, doesn't it?
Oh, I thought you meant like rocket propelled grenade launcher.
No, I was talking about the RPG that you can buy in RE4.
Oh, okay.
It costs. Yeah, you can actually buy it from the merchant at any given time.
That's so weird.
It's like, oh, you give me one of the most OP weapons early on in the game. Why would you do this? This gives me clear advantage against any boss fight. But it does cost a pretty penny to buy. So
well, yeah, because it's
an RPG.
Yeah.
And it's expensive and it takes up a lot of space in the case. So
yeah, but it's worth it.
I think I've only, so far during the playthrough, I think I've only done it once because I knew that there was another one of those giant troll monsters and I wanted to get rid of it so that I could get all the goodies and all the bonus resources. So I beat one boss, which was, I think, the 2 chainsaw wielding ladies.
Oh, the Chainsaw. Yeah, the Chainsaw Sisters.
And then I backed out, went to the troll, and I'm like, I don't know. Do I want to fight this thing normally?
No, you want to fight the troll because the dog, if you save it, it'll come and help you on that boss.
That's the first troll or El Gigante fight. I'm talking about there's another one where there's that diverting path. You can choose to go left or right. One side has two chainsaw wielding crazy people with one of them holding the key, and the other one is the giant another El Gigante that is blocking another doorway. And you have to shoot like rocks on his head and whatnot while you still have Ashley with you. So I was like, I don't want to deal with this crap, so I'm just going to nuke him.
Yeah, I recall that I think I heard in the Chainsaw Sisters because that was when G4 Tech TV was still around, and they would do these really great like help outs with that game.
Which one?
On there. Resident Evil 4, they had like some really nice walkthroughs when they were still a show that actually did care about what they were showing. And they went all out because they loved that game. And so they were all like, okay, you could choose to either go to the Chainsaw Sisters or there. We prefer the Chainsaw Sisters because you could stick Ashley in a trash can.
That does make it easier.
Yeah, they were like the girl narrators just like explaining it and like, dear God, Ashley sucks. Just stick her in a trash can and just walk away.
Actually, I think she's the best escort mission I've ever had.
Well, because she listens.
Yeah, by hiding and staying out of my way.
I mean, it's better than Eco, where that girl just kept getting kidnapped. The evil shadow monsters.
The one thing that really sucks, though, is when Ashley does get kidnapped and starts screaming for you.
Leon! Leon! That's his daughter.
That actually happened to me earlier, or in that one episode. I was finally make it to the castle. We're starting to get started. I left her behind so I could deal with the catapults. Next thing I know, she's screaming. I'm like, wait, what? What happened? How? There was nobody there. And then I have to turn back around. Oh, look, two gentlemen trying to take her away. And I'm like, I don't know where you guys came from, but no.
It's like at sometimes I'm like, can't you like fight your way out too, Ashley? I mean, you're kind of like, this should be like stuff you're used to. You're like the president's daughter.
Well, at least there is that one unlockable thing where you could give her a suit of armor, the enemies can't lift her, and she's pretty much impregnable to all damage.
Yeah, that was like a great thing about original Capcom. They had some fun stuff. Along with original Konami, like they would spend extra hours on a game just for fun.
Have I played RE0? Yes.
RE0?
Part of it. I remember me and my brother rented it like when it came out for the GameCube. It was pretty fun. We didn't get very far, and then we had to return it, but we did play it. We had fun.
There's like a lot of different games out there right now, and I don't know what to play anymore because there's so much.
There is. There's too many games. I mean, I want to play. I want to get Fire Emblem Shadows of Valentia at some point.
Yeah, there's another Fire Emblem coming out, isn't there?
Shadows of Valentia has been out for not quite a year yet, but
oh, I guess I'm just lazy.
Fire Emblem Warriors is coming out on the 20th of this month.
Yeah, I don't want that. I want the new Shin Megami Tensei that they announced is coming for the Nintendo Switch. That's what I want.
You caught yourself. Hat in Time.
Oh yeah, that game looks really cute.
Yep, that looked like a fun one. I like 3D platformers. They're my favorite. Condemned was fun.
Condemned, I think I played that, yeah.
I'm not really big into horror games or spooky games.
Oh, they're fun. Well, at least to me, I love them.
Yeah, they can be fun. That's why I'm playing Resident Evil, because...
That's not a horror game. That's just action awesome.
True. But yeah. I do get a kick out of that.
Yeah, it's a good one. Like for horror, I suggest the Silent Hill franchise. Except Resident Evil 1 did terrify me. Like I could play Silent Hill 2, go to bed without any problem. But it was Resident Evil the first Resident Evil that really got me. Like I could not sleep after that. I was like, what the heck? That is so good. You know you got a good game when that happens.
Fire Emblem Switch coming out next year. Yes, it is. Holy crap.
Along with yeah.
Well, I'm hoping. Well, we're talking in a.
You need to go out, sweetie. Wait a good kitty. No, stop! Stop it. Okay, come here. Oh, kitty.
Have I played Silent Hill? Homecoming? I haven't played. I actually have not played any of the Silent Hill games, guys. I have not played any Silent Hill. So
you've never played any Silent Hill. Sorry, I'm back. Silent Hill is one of the best games I have ever played, and it is just beautiful and has great story, and it's just like drowns you into this like wonderful world. But if you're not a fan of horror, you're not gonna enjoy it.
Probably not. I don't think that I get like super scared or anything. I know sometimes I'll probably get jump scared, but I don't know. It's normally not my type of speed, but I don't mind like watching other people play them and getting immersed that way and be like, ooh, yeah, this is kind of spoopy. This is scary. Oh no, what's behind the corner? Ah!
They are really fun. Another game I really liked that was kind of had horror elements was Alien Isolation. That was a good one.
That was one I considered getting, but I have not really. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Aliens itself. I don't know if I've even watched one of the original movies.
Well, it's a fun game, but it is horror.
Well, okay, you know how your mom read the boxes and whatnot on video games to make sure you didn't play anything mature?
Yeah.
My mom was the same way. So. Well, when some kids were like in the 90s and whatnot, we're watching like all the scary, spoopy movies and whatnot, and playing certain video games and whatnot. I was left out. I never got to like watch Alien or Terminator or I got to watch RoboCop.
You were allowed to when your mom was out of the house and your dad didn't care. Best time. Yeah, our dad.
Oh no, my dad would have kicked my butt too. Actually,
my dad rented us one time the Terminator. My mom wasn't looking.
But I mean, I eventually did watch RoboCop, and I think the first two. Yeah, I watched the first two Terminators. It's been a long time, but
I've watched the first one, and I think that was a really good story. I haven't seen the second, but I would watch Alien marathons with my dad, along with Predator marathons on Halloween.
I think I watched one of the Alien versus Predator movies.
The first one's really good. The other one sucks.
I think I may have watched both, but I don't remember.
Well, good, because only the first one's good, in my opinion, at least. Like, it's just bad.
Yeah. We got a bunch of people asking bunches of questions. And
yeah, let me go look. I've been doodling. Are you crazy? Pong is the scariest game ever. Have you seen Stick Dudes Pong? So monstrous.
Omnitron, how you doing, man? I didn't even acknowledge you in the chat. I'm sorry. But you really need Red Dead Redemption 2 in your life? You know what? I cannot disagree with you on that.
I gotta pick that up. Like, I heard it. That's right. That's a game I actually am wanting to pick up. I'm like, I've never played the first one. And then people are like, oh my gosh, you're missing out, woman.
Yeah, I've played through parts of the first one. I wasn't a huge fan of the control scheme. It kind of... I just didn't really care for it very much, but I watched my other friend play through a good majority of the game, and I was like, this is still a pretty cool game.
I like Rockstar. They don't listen to anybody else's stuff. They just post whatever they want. They write what they want. They make what they want.
And we have to give them mad props for doing that.
Yeah, like, especially in today's time period where people yell at you. They're the South Park of games. They don't listen to anyone.
Yep.
But what's even better is they did the... I call it the Rockstar. I call it, what is it, Rockstar advertising nowadays, which is... They were geniuses that when Grand Theft Auto 3 was coming on out, they're the ones that paid journalists to write horrible articles saying how disgusting the game was and how violent it was and how spooky it was. They're the ones, they rigged it against themselves because they knew people would buy it.
I think another game series that I know a lot of people talk about that's a horror game, kind of a horror game, would be Dead Space.
Dead Space, yeah, I had to play that. I only played a little bit of it.
I was considering for a while. I was like, you know what? That might actually be fun. I like space, and a horror game in space might be fun.
Omni Trial, there was a Gladiator game, I think.
Gladiator?
Yeah, there's several of them, I think, but there was one that was supposed to be specifically like Gladiator based, and then they just it went out the window during production. Everybody was like, "This is stupid." Now they could make a really good one though.
Red Dead Undead Nightmares. Yeah, that was pretty cool idea for DLC too.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Let's see what else is a good. I don't know. There's like I one time wanted to because I was going on a horror junkie moment. I went online and I was writing down best horror games ever, and this is when we should have known that game journalists were stupid. This is what there was this thing, and I think it was in Men's Magazine online, and I thought, dudes know video games. This will be fine. No, this guy was an idiot. He literally is listing scariest video games I have ever played, and I think it was like Left 4 Dead. That sounds scary.
Left 4 Dead is not scary.
Red Dead Redemption Zombies. I'm like, no, that's not that scary. And then he's like listing off Dead Space. I'm like, these are pretty current. Does he have anything older? And it's like number one pick, I kid you not, was like Call of Duty Zombies.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, you are the biggest pansy pussy asshole I've ever heard in my life. Like, Amnesia just came out, honey.
I know that there are scarier games out than those. What the heck?
Oh, the Evil Dead series. Yeah, I was never allowed to play that because it was M. Now I'm an adult. I can probably pick those up.
You probably should.
Yeah. Call of Duty always sucked. I don't like Call of Duty. I don't like
no.
I mean, it's just, to me, it's just the same game. Oh my gosh, you're right, Captain.
E.T. on Atari, the most horrifying video game you will ever play.
Seriously, who thought that was a good idea?
Somebody who was crazy enough to do it.
Yeah, I've been like, a friend of mine picked me up a game, and I think I forget what it's called. I still have to play it, but I get so pissed off at it, I don't finish it. I have to get him to sit down with me to finish it through. I forget the name of the game, but it's like a horror, like mystery in Japan or whatever, and the guy drinks coffee and it like ups your status or like tells you part of the story when he does it, and he does like a coffee dance. And my friend specifically bought that for me just to watch my reaction on him doing the coffee dance. And I just pretty much just closed out of the game and started screaming, "What have you done?"
Have I played The Observer? I don't even know what that is.
I never heard of that.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
I like new games. New
Really?
games are fun as long as they're good.
Also, anyone really want to see a gameplay trailer for Cyberpunk 2077?
Ooh, I'm gonna speaking of games, I want to see what's on Steam today.
That's a good idea.
But because we're talking about games, we might as well see what's on sale.
This is my boomstick.
Yeah. Let's see here. We got a new visual novel, Shadows of War, which I don't know. I haven't played the first one. Space Pirates. The Hat in Time, which I do want, so maybe I'll get that. Battle Crashers? What? It looks nice, but I don't know. It looks kind of...
Oh, now I remember what The Observer is. I saw a review for it earlier in the week. It's a cyberpunk horror game. That's what it is.
Cuphead. Cuphead's up there. Oh man, they tried to kill it. I love that how they were like, we're gonna get rid of this game because we suck at it, and they're like, this game is too hard and it's wrong and whatever, and they're degrading us or something. Just shove it up even further.
It's just like Dark Souls.
Dark Souls for everybody that can't play Dark Souls. Because it's literally on the systems that can't play Dark Souls. I can't wait to see Cuphead on the Nintendo Switch. Just everything that isn't the PS4, so everybody feels better. The only thing you can't play Dark Souls and Cuphead on is the PC. PC is best system.
Well, you can play Dark Souls on the console too, but
Yeah, but you can only play it on the PS4.
yeah.
And
Well, no, you can play the first two on the PlayStation 3.
well, PlayStation exclusive. But the thing about Cuphead is it's Microsoft exclusive.
Oh,
So everybody that couldn't play Dark Souls can play Dark Souls on the Xbox as 2 cups.
that's so stupid. It's like, does nobody remember like the olden days when you used to play like on an NES system and everything was hard, and it was hard on purpose. They built the games to be challenging because they're trying to eke out as much gameplay time as possible.
Yeah, except I do miss that there was a save. Like, it would have been easier if there was a save point. Dude, I suck at original Mario.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm not the best at original Mario games either, but at least I'm willing to accept the challenge.
Yeah, I like the Sonic games. Those were fun.
Yeah, and even those can be hard at times.
Oh yeah, they were difficult. They were difficult, but it was fun. I mean, original Sonic. Sometimes we just look at it and it's like, why can't you be like this in real life? Why can't you be like this presently? What has happened to you, Sonic?
Sonic. Although from what I've seen, Sonic Mania looked like a really fun game.
Don't you? Isn't that the OC makers? They like a bunch of us have been joking. Me and my friends. They were like, dude, they're making a new Sonic game where you get to make your own character. I'm like, oh my gosh, the first Sonas.
No, Sonic Mania is basically taking the original Sonic, like the first two original Sonics, and then kind of putting in creative boss fights and recycling a lot of old stages and whatnot, and putting new layers into it.
They should now do Sonic Maker, like Mario Maker, but with Sonic.
Yes, they should actually. Crash Bandicoot is Dark Souls. Of course it is. Of course.
How is it Dark Souls?
Because Crash Bandicoot is hard. And don't you know that's how it is nowadays for game journalists? Any game that is super hard is Dark Souls.
God, they suck at that. Except I hear that Cuphead does get that, does receive that award pleasantly. But there's like games.
It looks like it's hard, but it doesn't look like it's Dark Souls level hard.
No. And I have a question. It looks like
old school platformer hard.
Yeah. Speaking of difficulty.
Yeah.
I want to be the guy. Is that Dark Souls hard, or is it harder than Dark Souls?
Oh.
Everybody's seen I want to be the guy.
Oh, that's that little.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it's that's one of those games where it's like you continually fail and die. Yeah, because everything is out to kill you.
Yeah, pretty much.
That would probably be a hell of a lot harder than Dark Souls in my opinion.
The Moon, I love watching videos of people playing them, and I used to have friends that would play it, and the Moon one time just launches at his face from the sky.
Me personally, that stuff looks a heck of a lot harder than anything that Dark Souls can give you.
Yeah, that's unforgivably monstrostic.
Yeah, I mean, I've played Bloodborne before, and Bloodborne is hard, but even the game that you just mentioned, I Want to Be the Guy, that's torture. That's just like, you would like strap someone to a chair, tie their hands around around the keyboard or controller and tell them, play this until you beat it, and then watch them slowly go insane.
Oh, Batman Telltale. I actually have never really played any of the Telltale Choose Your Own Adventures series.
I've played the first chapter of the Batman one.
I have a friend that did. I have 2 friends that played it, and we all think one of them is a freak because he specifically decided to let Selena get he left Selena to get attacked. Oh, and we're all like, you do not do that! You do not do that with Batcat! Batcat forever! And we yelled at him. We're like, what is wrong with you? But that was us.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like, how could you be so cruel? I did the live stream version of it, but I can't remember what I did to Falcone at the end. I think at least one point I tortured a criminal and broke his leg or something. And it's like, you could have killed him. It's like, how can I kill someone when I break their leg? Could someone explain that to me?
I don't know. Jack. All I know is shooty.
Shooty, bang, bang. Working on Mega Man. Good. I'm glad you're still working on that, Captain Frugal. I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, that game is hard. I used to own it, but then I remembered, oh, that's right, I suck at original platformers.
I will give you fair warning. What is it? Guts?
Gutsman?
Gutsman. He was where I got stuck on that one. And I think I had beaten every other boss but him. And I was like, I can't beat Gutsman. And I don't know why. I could actually no. My problem wasn't beating Gutsman. It was clearing through the stage without being killed.
Those stages are hard, but then again, I suck at most of it. But I actually could beat the only one I could probably beat was Mega Man NT Warrior, which was still incredibly difficult to play.
He is my next one. Oh crap!
What?
Gutsman is his next fight.
Oh,
I wish you luck, Captain. Godspeed.
Yeah.
So someone keeps on asking about Shadows of Mordor.
Shadows of Mordor. I actually have not played it. I haven't played the original one either, so I suck. I've been told I must play that immediately, and I suck for not doing it. But I got out of games for a while, I guess.
Yeah.
And I want to get back in, but there's nothing that's really driving me, so I'll probably check out Shadows of Mordor, see if it's like when I got into Dragon Age Origins and just went AWOL.
Yeah.
Which is good, because I need a game like that that's really fun.
Mega Man Battle Network is fun.
Yeah, it is. That's the NT Warrior series.
Yep, those are fun.
They were excellent. It was a great RPG experience for Mega Man fans.
I remember how hard some of those boss fights were.
Oh my gosh, and I actually beat it. That was like my highlight was I beat I could fight these because it was RPG elements, so I understood slightly what happened. But my cousin, he was like so much better than me on that.
I think so. Oh, what was the one battle I think that I had the most trouble with in that game? I think it was Quickman.
Which version was that?
That was the first one. The first one.
Oh, I never played the first one, actually. I never got it.
I played a few of them. I played the first one, and Quickman's boss fight was ridiculously hard. I died so many times to him. Eventually, I did beat him, but...
Let's see, which one was really difficult for me? All of them, I guess, in a way.
In a sense, every boss fight is different and can be hard. I mean, even in that game, Gutsman is kind of a tricky fight to deal with.
Yeah, and then you get to fight him a few times in the series itself.
Yeah, of course, the reason why is because in that game, he gets to break the terrain. And,
yeah, that was always his
which
ability.
takes away your spaces and prevents you from actually...
He's a great summoning, though, in the game itself.
Yeah, he was fun.
I love that because he breaks the terrain, like you said, so I could keep villains like at bay for a while as I beat them up. I'm like, come on, man! I've been fighting you for 3 hours.
You know what I think I like doing? I think I like taking their blocks instead of just breaking them.
Yeah.
I like those chips where you could just take terrain and then I corner them further in. And then just beat the crap out of them. I'm like, you know what? I'm done with your shenanigans. I'm just going to take your terrain and beat the crap out of you.
Yeah, that whole entire game was just excellent. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, that was when still, they cared and stuff. And then Capcom went AWOL.
Yeah.
They were like, we're going to
Apparently, Captain Frugal wants you to check your Twitter PM.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Da 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 da. What's this? Do I want to click it?
I don't know.
Google, do I click it? I'm checking. Do I click it? Okay, I think that means click it.
Apparently, he left a gift.
Yeah, he did. I see it. Do I click it? It's like a click thing. Hang on, I'm going to click it.
Bye, Trip. Have a good night.
I don't know what this. Oh, what's this?
It's a music file.
Yeah. No. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, dude. Poor junkies.
What is it?
Hey, yeah, I'm listening to it all. It's fun.
What is it exactly?
It's a song. Hang on, I want to listen.
Okay.
I mean, you keep talking and whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I can keep talking. I can talk all day. Any opinion on upcoming Wolfenstein Colossus? Not really. I'm really not that big into first-person shooter games in general, so... I mean, I think some of the Wolfenstein games look cool. If that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for acceptance of your choice of playing Wolfenstein games or any first-person shooter, go for it. I don't mind.
This song is good when you play horror stuff.
Oh.
It's just a song. He sent a song.
Aw. That was nice of him.
Yeah, that was really nice of him. Thank you.
Bum, bum, bum. That's something on the screen bugging me.
You think of the Super Sound? Yeah, I want us to get a Super Sound animated film. That would be really good. I want a TV show, though. That would be a good TV show.
You made it? Cool.
What?
Captain Frugal made it.
You made that song? Dude, you did a good job. Dude, that's like horror junkie Silent Hill beginning with some crazy action in there. Dude, share it with the wolf here.
Sure, I'll listen to it at some point.
Dude, you have to share it with everybody. Yeah, you better. That's a good one. No, you did a good job. It was good. I was like, this sounds just like I thought it was like at first part. I'm like, oh man, it reminds me of Silent Hill.
Yeah.
I was like, and then it was just rock and roll, and I was like, this is awesome. This is good.
You want to know the one thing I think I forgot to do?
What?
I forgot to actually share this on Twitter.
Oh, you forgot to share that we're on a live stream?
Yep, I forgot. We were busy. We were talking. We were having fun, and I forgot.
You should go tell people.
I know. I'm doing it right now. Please don't hurt me. Don't hate me.
I don't hate you.
I know. I'm just playing around.
Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff out here. What's going on the Twitters anyway? There's a lot of stuff on the Twitters. There's an Uncanny Avengers, and I don't know, man. What's this stuff? What else is happening on the Twitters? This looks nice. What's this? What's this? This is crazy. This is crazy. There's like too much on the Twitters. Never mind.
Forget we said anything about Twitter.
Okay,
Twitter not important.
No more Twitters. Oh yeah, Wolfenstein. I went to QuakeCon, so there was
typo stuff.
To let you play Wolfenstein down there. I did not manage to get into playing it, but I got to see the videos and stuff. It was phenomenal, and they had like a little toy. They had an action figure, like a G.I. Joe, of the Wolfenstein series. It was great. They did a good job this year.
What? I'm sorry, I kind of missed part of the conversation. What's going on?
Oh, I was just talking about QuakeCon with Wolfenstein.
Oh.
They did a good job this year. Yeah, QuakeCon is where Bethesda goes and shows off all their games. Like E3 is not where they like they show them off, but then they'll let you play them down there. Like when Fallout 4 was coming on out,
yeah,
we knew we were in for a treat. Immediately, like we drove down, like me and a buddy, we drove down to QuakeCon, and they were letting they didn't let us play it, but they got they had all this like setup and free merchandise being like just dishing out for the new Fallout, and they like showed us like all this cool behind the scenes features that weren't shown at E3. It was great.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Now I just want them to make a new Elder Scrolls game that is not Skyrim.
Yes, please do that.
I love Skyrim, but we gotta end it. Let's do another Daggerfall or something.
Can we rip the Band-Aid off, please? And thank you.
We can get like a bunch of other games. There's like a lot of other. What have they done of the series of Elder Scrolls? Like we had Morrowind, we have Daggerfall, we have Skyrim.
Hmm.
There's some others that we have never been to, but you only hear about.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what ones are where you don't get to go.
Oblivion was good, kind of. Like I can't think about it like any on the top of my head though.
Any opinions on My Hero Academia?
It's kind of generic for me. I mean, it's got its moments.
Yeah,
but it's.
I think, considering how much people have problems with a lot of Western comic books and whatnot, if you're looking for something that's fun and enjoyable, go watch My Hero Academia or go read the manga.
I think I'm just gonna stick with the manga because they got into a huge superhero boom.
Yeah,
and it didn't start with My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia is a product of it, which is like as we know, One Punch Man. I Want to Be the Hero, but I like to think it started with Tiger and Bunny, which was made like 4 years ago.
The problem is that there's an oversaturation with superhero related products, so My Hero Academia got canceled.
What?
Yeah, it did. I think
it's gone.
It's going to be canceled in, I think, probably in the next year or so. I don't remember.
The series is but it's really popular.
It is, but it's not bringing in the numbers that they were expecting. Because
are you talking about anime or manga?
I don't know which. Probably the anime, but
yeah, it happens with a lot of them. A lot of Shonen Jump series do not get will just end quickly. But here's the thing about that. Sometimes they will go back and they'll do a remastered version and stuff, which I do hope for that series. Because a lot of my favorite shonen, if you're in Shonen Jump, you will more than likely get an anime adaptation. That's a thing. That's like a given.
Don't get mad at me, Tevia. I just overheard it in someone's video. Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, man. If
it doesn't get canceled, great. If it does. Well, the problem is that it's oversaturation. Superheroes are everywhere, and that does include, because Japan gets all the same movies we do.
Yeah.
All the big blockbusters that we see, they see too. So they get all the Avengers, all the Spider-Man, Justice League, all that stuff. They get all that too. So it is oversaturation, and My Hero Academia has to compete with all of them. So,
well, at the same time, I think there's an oversaturation of a lot of stuff because it is the latest fad. It is. Yeah. It's a fad. It's a fad hype that happens in all series. Like years ago, it was giant robots. When Evangelion came on out, bam, everything had to be a giant robot. And
I miss those days when everything had to be a giant robot.
I liked Bandrid. Let's see here. And so it was giant robots. Then there was fantasy. There was slice of life stuff. There was vampires for a while, and right now we're in. I wouldn't say we're technically full on in superheroes, so I think My Hero Academia may survive.
It could.
The biggest issue is light visual novel adaptations.
Yeah,
it is the movie equivalent of based on a book, which is a huge problem I think in the industry as well, where it's like as seen in a book. Doesn't mean it's a good book, but we're gonna make it a movie. And I'm like, oh god, no. Everything, even my favorite books get to be transformed into a movie. But you know it's an immediate cash grab sometimes. And it was like, you're not even trying. I really like this book and you're ruining it. And there is one anime that did talk about this, which is supposed to be about the industry, like animation industry and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's about a group that's just, it pretty much bluntly admits what I always suspected, which is, hey, this is just quick cash grab. We don't even need to write the script. And I was like, yep, that's pretty much summarizes that stuff.
Do it. Either of us like God of War?
I never really played it. It's kind of like Devil May Cry.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of it. I know I have a friend who loves playing it though, but myself personally, not so much.
I used to okay. My brother one time played Dante's Inferno. He bought it when it came out, and I'm just sitting there and I'm watching him play it. And then suddenly I'm like, "This is God of War." And he's like, "What?" And he's like, "This is God of War. This is direct word for word God of War. You spent $60 on a game you could have kind of used for 30. This is God of War. This is God of War. It was God of War." I know it's made by the creators of God of War, and they were told, go make a God of War.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So, God of War. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not really my jam. I know a lot of people who like it though. So
a lot of people like it. I'm just I just don't really play it. I was, as I said before, I was banished from all the cool games for years. So I got into them late. I was like, what? 9 or what? I don't know. I was young when that stuff came
yeah.
on out.
The one thing about games that, you know, kind of copy each other or take ideas from one another, that can be fine. You know?
It's made by the same creators as God of War. That's why Dante's Inferno is the same.
Yeah, exactly. And Tevye says that at least Dante's Inferno was good. So
yeah, it was. It was, from what I heard, it was good.
Yeah, from what I seen of it, when I was like, yeah, it's a God of War clone, but everybody copies each other. Any combat system or thing that becomes super popular is going to be used by everybody.
Okay, that is true, but it's annoying when it's the same company.
Yeah, when it's the same company doing it, then it's just like, what? Lazy?
But at the same time, I was told by a friend that worked in the industry, is like, no, they were hired specifically to make that. They were hired to make a God of War clone.
Sounds
like, man,
right.
Yeah, I was like, man, they could have done something else, you know, like spruced it up. It's like, that's what they were paid to do, man.
Yep, Batman Arkham combat system. Other games copied it too. Yep. Like The Amazing Spider-Man copied it.
The Amazing Spider-Man? Nobody plays Amazing Spider-Man.
I did.
Everybody plays Spider-Man, not Amazing Spider-Man.
I played Amazing Spider-Man.
You have terrible taste.
I actually had fun with the game.
Yeah, of course you have terrible taste. I'm just being terrible. I'm a kid.
It's okay. Screw the Amazing Spider-Man games. They suck.
Woo! I have friends in the chat.
Well,
again, I'm a terrible person.
Are they an amazing game? No. Are they still playable and can you have fun with it? Yeah. I think you can.
If you have amazing in the title, you have to be amazing or spectacular. And you're not. Get out of there. I'm just gonna say.
I guess the game should have been appropriately titled Mediocre Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's right. Because you want to know what was like one of the best Spider-Man games? Spider-Man the game, like in Spider-Man 2, and it was based on a movie, and and everybody knows hands down best webbing mechanic. It's kind of interesting that some of our best games were just movie adaptation games, which we all know are usually crap. Like
for Spider-Man particularly.
Yeah, like Resident Evil, it was inspired by a video game that was based on a movie adaptation.
Yep.
Well, it took parts of it from there, so I thought that was always cool.
Yes, Ultimate Spider-Man is a good game. That's probably my favorite Spider-Man game.
I haven't played a lot of Spider-Man games anymore because
Web of Shadows didn't suck that bad. It's not fantastic, but it's not that bad.
I've seen it. Isn't that the one with Venom?
Yeah, where you get to switch between black costume and normal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's not that bad. It could have been a lot worse.
There's way worse. Like, look at everything else we get.
I mean, also, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions was fun, too. It was linear, but it was fun. You got to play as 4 different Spider-Men from 4 different timelines. What's not fun about that?
I don't know. Everything? I'm kidding. I'm just being a dick.
Well, I mean, you get to play as the original, the main Spider-Man, Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Man 2099, and Ultimate Spider-Man.
That's
get
weird.
To play, and I liked it because they brought in like the best
Spider-Man.
they brought in some of the best Spider-Man voice talent from multiple animated series. Spider-Man 2099 was, if I remember correctly, people can correct me if I'm wrong. Spider-Man 2099 was voiced by the same guy who did Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Oh, that's right. I heard about that. They were getting the voice actors from previous series.
Yeah. Noir Spider-Man was voiced by the same guy from the 90s Spider-Man show.
Oh, nice.
So he got to play the dark brooding detective character, which was actually really cool. Yeah, he did a bang-up job on that. Neil Patrick Harris played the standard Spider-Man, and I don't remember who voiced Ultimate, though. I think it was the same kid who voiced him in Ultimate Spider-Man.
Daniel Glover?
Might have been.
Oh, wait. Are we talking about Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales or Peter Parker?
Peter.
Oh, okay. Then Drake Bell.
No, it's not Drake Bell. I'm talking about the one from the video game.
Oh, I don't know then.
Because I don't remember his name.
I don't know, but
I
know
Josh Keaton was Ultimate Spider-Man. Okay.
Oh yeah, he does a lot of stuff.
From Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular. That is a great nod because I know Neil Patrick Harris also played the one that was shown on MTV, the Spider-Man series from that.
So basically, you got the top talent of all the Spider-Man series, and that was awesome. And they all did a fantastic job. Yeah. Ultimate Spider-Man was probably the funniest out of all of them because he got to fight Deadpool. Which was kind of fun. What else? Also, he made a lot of really funny jokes about like Shocker and whatnot. Because you had to fight Ultimate Shocker, the one who doesn't wear pants.
Why don't you wear pants, Shocker?
Those were kind of the jokes he was making. Actually, he's like, "Whoa, dude, cover up."
That's great.
Or.
Yeah.
I think there was a part where like Shocker absorbs a bunch of electricity and becomes really large.
Yeah.
And he said, "I'm the most powerful being in the universe." Spider-Man chimes in, "Without pants."
That's cute.
It's like wonderful comedic timing in the game. So
there you go. They did a good job. And I think that's something that we're missing out on stuff.
Spider-Man Edge of Time.
Huh. Isn't that the one with 2099 Spider-Man and you have to fight your future self?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to play that one.
I haven't played a lot in a while. I should get
Shocker? No, dude, that's Electro. Although I do remember which video game was it? I think it was in the first movie adaptation for Spider-Man when you had to fight Shocker.
There was in the first Spider-Man game, what was really impressive was they put in so many characters, which was awesome. Like Black Cat shows up in the video game.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, when Black Cat showed up, I was like, they did a really good job. Like I was a kid and Black Cat showed up, Scorpion. I was like, they're not in the movies. And they go, I know, isn't it great?
I just kind of liked the jokes that they had for Spider-Man 1 and 2. For those video games. They were fun. I always like to see what they can come up with like quips and funny one-liners to say.
Yeah.
And I liked when you have to fight Shocker, he's like, "Oh, and who are you supposed to be? You must be Quilt Man, Padded Pete, Mr. Triple Ply? Oh, I got it. The Cushion." I like those. Like when he fights Mysterio, it's like, "Okay, I'll bite. How did the fishbowl get stuck to your head?" I think Ultimate Spider-Man had some fun jokes too.
That's awesome.
I love fighting the Rhino in the Ultimate Spider-Man game. That is just so much fun. Because there was just so many funny lines just all the way through while he's fighting his way to Rhino. Like the thugs, ransacking the buildings after Rhino rampages through. It's like, let's get out of here before the cops show up. Spider-Man's like, what? I don't count? Oh, crap, it's Spider-Man. He's like, oh, you do remember me. I feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Gotta love that. I love that they do a lot of really good ones. But,
yeah.
Like, I gotta get into those DC games, too. Like, everybody's been saying that they're so good. I'm like, I have got to play them. Like, of course, Arkham. Yeah. Get to play that. Injustice, too.
Yeah, the Lego Batman games.
I heard they're good. A friend of mine, Emerald Phoenix, he plays them. He does them on his channel. So I watch him that way. Yeah, he does a good job. Lego Batman is always a good one.
Yep.
And I'm trying to think of anything else that came out that is super awesome.
Justice League Heroes?
I have to play that. Like, I have to play a lot of superhero games because I haven't been playing them because I never like hear about them. I'm only like all I hear about is Injustice and how Marvel vs. Capcom sucks, which I approve of because it looks awful.
Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate or Unlimited.
AKA, we forgot what makes a good Marvel vs. Capcom game. We just want money.
You want a Blue Beetle game with Ted Cord?
Yes.
That might be fun.
That would be awesome. Like you're thinking.
I like that idea. Actually, I would like it if it was a duo co-op with him and Jaime together. Let's use both of them. Because I think that would be fun.
We could do a beat 'em up like old Ninja Turtles games.
Yes.
And we get them that way, but also that'd be a perfect game for Suicide Squad or like a Teen Titans kind of thing, is to do a beat 'em up like that. Dude, that'd be so much fun. You know you want to play something like that where we can gather all of them and like do it like Fire Emblem if it's like Suicide Squad, so your characters can die.
Oh no.
So,
or at least add that extra mode, like a lunatic or infernal difficulty.
Like you have to get out at a certain time period, or your characters start blowing up because Amanda Waller's a bitch.
Captain America on PS3 is cheap and good.
Okay.
Never really gave it a very much time. Of course, I'm not the biggest Captain America fan in general, but
that's frugal.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't even know they made like games like that, so that's really cool.
I think it was when the first movie came out.
Yeah.
they made a
movie adaptation.
Yeah. Which,
wow, I didn't know they did that anymore.
I mean, they did it with They also did it with Thor as well. So
there's a Thor game, dude. I thought they were over that. Like, I was thinking to myself after watching the Wonder Woman movie, I'm like, if only we lived in an era still with movie adaptation video games.
Yeah, not very many people do that anymore. They're like, well, we know they're a cash grab, but we also know they suck and they get really bad reviews a lot of the time. So why do it anymore? Just waste resources.
I know, but I want that Wonder Woman game. I want to fight like a bunch. Like I could just see them like putting in random like mythology stuff with that for no reason. Like, oh no, we have to fight Cerberus monsters. I'll be like, I'm down. I want that. I want Wonder Woman to have that one game where it kind of sucks, so then she's just part of the trilogy. That light, like, wait, is there ever a bad Batman game? Because we all know about Superman 64.
There's been bad Batman games, like some of the old ones for like the NES and what, or the Super Nintendo, I think, had some that weren't very good.
Okay.
Or well, maybe bad is probably not the appropriate. They're just not very good.
Oh yeah, you can't really mess up on Batman, I guess.
I think what? I don't really know because I never really played a lot of Batman-related games when they were out back in those days. So it's hard to say.
We didn't get those.
Superman has been, unfortunately, not been given the appropriate treatment for a video game. Sadly, so.
I mean, he's good at other stuff, but yeah.
Yep. We need a good Superman game. That's what I will say. We need a good, or how about this? We'll break even. We need a good Justice League video game.
There we go. We get Wonder Woman and them, and we should have DLC of the Dark Justice League, aka Zatanna and Constantine in the game.
Justice League Dark, yes.
Let's have that too.
I would like another like Justice League Heroes or Ultimate Alliance style game where you get a bunch of characters and you can pick whoever you want to use, and basically be like a beat 'em up or a dungeon crawler.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Green Lantern game, yes. That one was also not very good, just like the Thor game wasn't very good. Of course, they're crappy license games.
Like the Hulk game. I remember getting that. The one highlight of as seen as a movie.
I played it. I played that.
We played it as kids.
Oh my god, it was terrible. Oh my god.
Preach to the choir, man. Everybody knows that thing was awful.
Because it's like when you want to play a Hulk game, you want to just run around and smash things. That's kind of what you want. But you have to play as Bruce Banner for most of the time and play like stealth mini games and whatnot. It's like I want to be the Hulk and I want to crush things. This is not what I wanted.
Yeah, like you don't want to deal with that. You're supposed to beat up everything in sight, and yet you can't do that. There's
Thankfully, there is a game where you are allowed to do that, and it's called Hulk's Ultimate Destruction.
That sounds wonderful.
It is. It's an older game, but it is a fun one. I've seen
the older ones are good.
It's basically, hey, wreck everything and have fun.
So what do you think about that new Spider-Man game coming out?
I have high hopes that it will be fun and it will be good.
Here's the open. Yeah, I'm questioning some stuff, but there's like it still seems good. I'm a little bit mad that they're gonna put in I think Yuri Watanabe is gonna be in it, and I'm like, oh great, slot era. But
yeah, this kind of feels more like a slot era video game.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, which is discovered into it by heavy intel on Spider-Man fans. What they notice is it looks like Peter's dating Mary Jane through it. Because if you like the pictures and the details on the concept art and everything, he has pictures of him together with Mary Jane, and there's actually like notes written around that was all like get her anniversary gift or something like that. So it's like he's dating Mary Jane.
Well, if that's the case, that might be okay. Although some people are talking about the fact that Miles is in the game too.
Yeah, well, they're always gonna put him in. They think like Miles is a good character, but I don't know. He like the universe itself in Marvel right now is terrible. And I'm like, if it was a better universe, I think everybody would like him more.
Yeah. I don't mind Miles. Some people threw out weird theories like you're going to play as Spider-Man probably like for the first few parts of the game, and then you're going to switch to Miles.
We actually had a long discussion about it on a forum that Miles should be the stealth missions, because Miles, I don't care what Bendis says, like we don't care what Bendis says. Miles is not as strong as Peter, and he's all about stealth. Like his thing is invisibility and paralyzing people. He's obviously the Metal Gear Solid Snake. He can't go into battle, but Peter can. So we were like, they could do something cool where it's like, oh no, Peter's been captured. I have to go and do this. But of course, they stated Miles is not playable through the whole entire game.
Oh.
He was just there for
that could just be, them lying.
Well, it would be nicer if they I think he's going to be DLC, but
maybe not so much a lie, but a little bait and switch, a little bit of hidden tactic, like, oh, we don't want to show our entire hand right now.
I think it's just to bait people into buying the game.
Yeah.
It's really why he's there. Kind of like the joke with the MJ thing when they started like dropping MJ's name in the new Spider-Man Homecoming. That did not end well.
No, it did not. That was just the stupidest idea.
Oh, everybody's pissed. And then they're like, is she Mary Jane or not? And it's like, she's not Mary Jane. It's like, then why did you say that?
An interesting question. Bye, Omnitron. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, man, there's a lot of games out there. I gotta go check out some more.
Yep, there's always too many games and not enough time to play all of them.
Yeah. So after this live stream, what are you gonna play?
Huh?
What's your next game you're gonna play?
I haven't fully decided. I need to go back and finish some games and whatnot. I know I should probably go back and finish Injustice 2 story mode. I'm almost finished with it. Not quite, but I'm getting there. I need to finish the final battle for Valkyria Chronicles at some point. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm planning on playing anything tonight. I might. Who knows? You never know. It depends on if I get everything else done.
I think I may just finish up Persona 5. because that game is so good. And I already noticed something in there, and I was like, wait a minute, and I'm like, I'm so smart. I see the foreshadowing. I'm special. I think sometimes this game is too easy, but other times I realize maybe it's because I've overly played Persona that I know every single monster's abilities and attacks and weaknesses.
That could be it. Probably.
It's like when you play a Final Fantasy game, you know already what they're weak against.
Yeah.
You play, like, every single one of them. Yeah, like Persona because it deals with demons.
Yeah.
And because you can summon them and shit, it's like Pokemon. So if you remember what they're weak against, you're good.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
you're that, dodge, you're that, heal, hit.
Well, oh no, everyone is leaving. No, I'm kidding.
I hate to
I'm
say
kidding.
it, I may gotta go too.
Oh, well, if we have to end, we have to end. So it's fine. I don't even know how long we've technically even been on. So.
Well, it was great. Thank you for having me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, since most of the people are leaving the stream anyway, I guess we will end it here, guys. We've been going for 2 hours, so
Okay,
it was fun.
Yeah, it was. I liked it.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Yeah,
We'll keep on having guests and whatnot. I'll see who else I can get for another one another time, or we'll bring the Nerd Wonder back if you guys want to have her back.
That'd be cool.
Always fun. Go check out her channel. It's linked down below.
Aw, thank you.
And her Twitter.
Yeah.
Go check her out, okay?
Guys.
That's your commander's orders, okay? Your pack? Too bad, Captain. We're ending the stream.
Yeah.
You're late. No. I'm kidding. I'm joking. But yeah, we're going to end because Nerd Wonder has other things that she must do. So,
Yeah.
good night, everybody.
Night, guys.